Skip, does Michael Parsons deserve a tribute video?
I just can't get over the traitor that is sitting across from me with that jersey on.
Y'all know I'm Triple D till I die.
Yeah.
Triple D? That's crazy because Michael Parsons got double D on his shoes right now. That's dead.
I'm glad you asked me. I'm glad you asked that question.
Okay.
Because this is a product of the overhyping and overrating of the Micah Parsons I closely observed over the last 3 years in Dallas. I give you, he flashed all-time great potential as a rookie. He wrecked a couple of games as a rookie, but over the last 3 years, I didn't see much of anything as he lived down and down and down to his projections in Dallas, Texas. I don't miss him at all. I know everybody does, but I don't miss him. And the last thing I want to do is video tribute him. And as Jerry said, this isn't exactly the Emmitt Smith situation. No, Emmitt actually was the driving force of 3 Super Bowl teams. Emmitt Smith left Dallas as the all-time leading rusher. Yeah, if he goes to Arizona to kind of pad his stats a little bit, I didn't love Emmitt going, but if he's coming back, we're going to honor him. We're going to put him on a pedestal because he built the pedestal. But in this case, what did Micah do for Dallas, Texas? What did he do for the Dallas Cowboys? He played in 4 playoff games, and he had 1 sack against Tom Brady at age 45 with 1:29 left in a game they were dominating 31-14 at what was left of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who went 8-9 and kind of stole the division in Tom's last year. So Tom rode into the sunset off a sack by Micah Parsons in a blowout. That's his only playoff sack. And against these Green Bay Packers, Micah played the whole game. It was 27-0 before halftime. I'm ashamed of that. I was humiliated by that, and Micah has to shoulder some blame because he was by far the best player on the defense. So the last thing I want is for somebody in the media, and I've been a longtime media member, to shamefully ask Jerry Jones the question of, are you going to honor Micah with a tribute? Because it's the media member's fault for asking the question. And then it turned into, I can't rip this one, but then in Green Bay, they're thinking, well, gee, if they're talking about it in Dallas, we got to at least ask Micah, do you think you deserve a tribute? And Micah had a great answer. My tribute will be a win. So that's the right thing to say. Micah did say that he still has some animosity toward Jerry because Jerry didn't call him after the trade went down, that he heard it from his agent. Well, Jerry doesn't owe Micah a thing. Owners don't call players after a trade is made. That's just business as usual in the National Football League. So the prospect of a video tribute is just part and parcel of what's detonated over the last 2-3 weeks, where all of a sudden Micah Parsons is some combination of Reggie White, Charles Haley, and Lawrence Taylor. And I didn't see that for the last 3 years in Dallas, but maybe I'm losing my eyesight. I don't know.
I don't think he deserves a video tribute. And that's for champions, you know what I'm saying? That's for guys who set records. That's for guys who got real longevity in your org. So I'll be quick, man. It's a joke. It's a joke to give him a video tribute, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he really cared though. What he cared about is that get back. You know what I'm saying? Jerry might not owe him nothing. But, you know, you drafted me, you say you love me, you bring me to your office, and if you're gonna trade me, bro, the least you could do is, hey, Mike, we're gonna trade you to Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for me to do it. Just give him a call as a man. Why you can't just give him a call as a man? And if you don't, if I feel some type of way about it, I could feel some type of way about it.
Yep. I come back to Jerry recently saying, you know, there was nothing personal about this. You know, we made a business decision. We moved on from Micah. I call bullshit.
Right.
Something went down from the time they offered him that contract all the way through training camp. The whole situation just stunk, and it ended with Micah, you know, laying on a training table during a preseason game. You know,
you have to eat nachos.
After eating nachos, even better. But this is supposed to be your team leader. This is your defensive captain. This is your franchise, and things got so bad. So no, absolutely not. He does not deserve a video tribute. And this just going down 3-4 weeks ago, the wounds are still fresh.
Exactly.
Everybody's still
He was a
pissed
cowboy
off.
a month ago.
Yeah, man.
Exactly.
I'm not texting my ex-fiance on Valentine's Day, especially when we was rocking and rolling. I told you I'm gonna give you this ring, and I bring you the ring, and you like, that ring ain't big enough. Forget this, I'm leaving. I need a bigger ring, so I need you. Forget this, I'm leaving. So if you ask to leave, if you want to be out there because you didn't like the way we was doing it, I'm not doing that. But also, Skip, to your point, this is what comes with being a Cowboy. This is what comes with being a Cowboy. They're America's team, not true, but America's team. And this is what comes with being a Cowboy. Over publicizing their players. And we blow up their players to where Micah Parsons, he's not a legendary, he is a generational talent, not player yet. That's yet to be seen. But he has generational talent.
He does.
Power, skill, he has generational talent, and he took the league by storm. He could have took the league by storm the same way Khalil Mack did, but he got over-publicized because he's a Cowboy. Khalil Mack took the league by storm just like this, except he won a Defensive Player of the Year. And then he got traded the same way Micah got traded to Chicago, but it wasn't all this big spectacle because he wasn't a Cowboy. There would not have that. I don't know because I didn't research if they asked Khalil Mack about or the Raiders, and the Raiders honor everybody. I played 3.5 quarters for the Raiders, and I have a stone at Allegiant on the ground. Once a Raider, always a Raider. They honor everybody. And I don't even know if he got a, you know what I'm saying? But the Cowboys got so many legendary players. A tribute video is just like, it's over the top. But this is why I love these type of shows, because you get the inside track. Micah said he felt disrespected by Jerry because he didn't do what? Because he didn't call him. He didn't call him. With everything that Micah did, I fully understand it. I know you may feel like, well, owners don't need to call this and this. I signed with the Cowboys in 2020, COVID year. We couldn't even be in the building. I was in the building for 2 weeks, and then I tore my quad tendon.
By the way, how'd you tear your quad?
It was all right. So what happened, a lot of people felt like the Cowboys did me wrong. They did not do me wrong. So in the contract negotiation, in my contract, there was a clause that if I could get injured anywhere else on my body and nothing could happen, but if I tore that particular knee, because I did an MRI beforehand, it was already 50% torn.
Okay, all right.
So would it be a 50% torn?
Or your
my
knee
quad tendon. The quad tendon.
Yeah. Okay.
So
That's why he's showing it and put the booty short.
That's what.
With my
finger.
We need to breathe a little bit.
With my quad tendon, if I tore that quad tendon, they could release me. So
did you do it lifting weights?
No, I was at practice. The third day of practice.
Okay, it started.
The third day of practice, I tore my quad tendon and they released me. You know what Jerry did? Jerry and Steven, they called me personally and told me they enjoyed my time there. They appreciate everything. Hopefully in the future, maybe I could be a Cowboy again, this and this. I ain't freaking Micah Parsons in the Cowboy organization, and they called me. And I was in the building for 2 weeks. So him feeling like I'm a little hurt that they didn't call me, I fully get it. And that's why I agree with you.
Okay, but you had no animosity with Jerry and
It was
Steven.
a little more personal than Jerry is trying to make it sound.
In the NFL, where there's smoke, there's fire. And there was a ton of smoke around this, and it was months.
It was more to this than it just being business.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
Now, wouldn't that be the same exact thing Jerry was talking about? Me and you had a contract, and then you said, talk to my agent.
Right.
Now, I can't talk. But I'm saying is I can't, me and you, now you want me to just deal with him, and I don't have no relationship with him. Now when you leave, you want me to now be man to call you directly when this whole couple months that the reason we have this fallout is because you directed me to your assistant.
That's what I'm saying. That's like
so,
you being,
like, why would I, like once you put me to your assistant, you took this relationship away. So now I'm just focusing
That's
now.
what I'm saying. That's like you being with this girl, y'all about to get married, and then I don't want to be with you no more, but don't text me, call me, talk to my best friend only. Don't talk to me.
But he ain't tell the girl, I don't want to be with you. She asked him, "Do you want to be with me?" And he said, "Well,
Yeah, no.
talk
He
to her.
said, yeah,
I
he
don't
brought
want to be
her.
with you.
Did he offer him money?
I do want to be with
Right.
you,
He
but
brought
talk
a
to
ring.
my lawyer."
He brought a ring.
Right. He said,
And you didn't like how big the ring was.
But he said, "Look, I'm not in charge of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do my lawyer's job. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my lawyer. Y'all get it together. I would love to be with you." And then you cut me off. You see me elsewhere.
Okay,
Man, I
but-
brought you a ring. You
Okay,
didn't like
time
the
out.
ring.
You don't get Jerry then. Jerry is old school. Oil field, handshake agreement.
Right.
Verbal. It's eye to eye, man to man. And he
Right.
brought Micah in and he said, this is a quote from Jerry. He offered him almost $200 million guaranteed.
Right.
That would have been more than all but 6 quarterbacks having guaranteed money. That would have made Micah by far the highest paid defensive player ever and non-quarterback ever. If you know Jerry, Micah should have just said, "Boss, shake," and reached across the table, shook his hand, then go get in your car, call your lawyer, and say, "Okay, now we got to do the fine print. Now we got to do the details. Now we got to do the years. Now we got to do this and that."
That ain't how we work, Skip.
Okay.
That's not how the players work, bro.
Okay,
know,
I
I know.
You don't do
understand.
that.
But
Sometimes
this is
you
how Jerry worked. You could have taken
Right.
Jerry to the bank
or
and the cleaners.
Mr. Kraft or whoever. We just don't do business like that.
right.
Well,
We got an agent for a reason. My agent handle all that financial stuff. I'm gonna let him do his job.
Right.
And I always say this, man. Sometimes when you're doing business, sometimes the relationship is better with the person who's writing the check.
yep.
Right.
Right. So if you
Agreed.
got that relationship with the guy who writes that
Right.
check, he don't look at you as numbers.
Right.
Right? He looks at you like a person.
Right.
Sometimes when you put somebody in the middle of it, now it becomes just
But we talking
just
about a
straight number.
24, 25-year-old young
Right.
man, bro. Like,
And they sat in the office, right? And Jerry says, "I'm going to give you $200 million, Micah," right? He has every right to go call his representation
No, I
because
understand.
there's
What's
no
wrong with that?
formal offer. Yeah, Gerald, I'm going to give you $300 million.
Sound good.
Oh, okay, cool. They never exchanged. They never
Sound good.
exchanged anything after that. There was no structure.
Okay, but
there
when
was
it comes,
no cash
comes
flow.
to money, Jerry is a man of his word. If he said that, I promise you, he's going to pay that.
probably
But he,
would have.
but he never presented a formal contract to his agent. If the NFLPA had any backbone, they would have went after Jerry. The NFLPA is completely abysmal, right? They let this go on for months. You have an owner directly negotiating with a player without an agent present. Then you present $200 million to the young kid, but you don't call the agent, you don't put an offer together, you don't see numbers, you don't see yearly cash flow. $200 million, oh yeah, that's great, I'll sign. Where do you want me to sign? They never presented him a contract.
Right.
Yeah. And then also guaranteed it could be, is this over 6 years? Is it 4
Guaranteed for
years?
injury,
Yeah,
guaranteed
is it
for skill. Like it's
Like what is it? There's a lot of
Right.
fine
I
print
know,
that
but the
goes
money
into
was the money, and it was outrageous.
But they got
I
you
would have
money
been
ain't always
upset
the
with
money.
it because it was way more than he's worth. I'm just telling you, there are certain owners, that's what he's one of one.
Mm-hmm.
If you know him cold, you shake his hand,
Well, you
and then
worth
you
what
go
they
figure
pay
it.
you.
He
And if
did shake his
they
hand.
work what they
Huh?
pay you. And if they
felt like
willing to
he did
pay
shake
him
his
all
hand.
that
No, he
money,
didn't
that's
shake off.
worth.
He said, "No, I got to talk to my agent."
Right,
And-
as he should
what he's
have.
supposed to do.
As he
That's
should
what he's
have.
supposed to do. It's
He-
business. Jerry didn't get the Cowboys by just walking up and saying, "Hey, I want the Cowboys." to
Yeah, he
work
did.
this out."
He negotiated with Bum Bright. I
I'm
promise.
saying, so Jerry
I wrote
ain't
a
got
book
no.
about it.
He ain't got.
It's in here.
So he don't have no attorneys, no nothing.
No, but I
Nothing.
mean,
He don't have no.
And it's not
So
like
Jerry don't have no attorneys.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he
But
does.
I mean,
But obviously
That's,
on
that's
Micah's
the
end.
player. That's the player's agent.
Right.
All right.
Got to work out.
There's a 25-year-old kid. You're going to give him $200 million. Okay, that's fine.
So what
That's
did
what I'm
Show
gonna
me
do.
the fine print.
what did
And
he end up getting?
I don't know what Green Bay got. I think
He got He got $900,000 more to go to Green Bay.
but not
But
guaranteed.
Dallas
Not
have.
guaranteed.
But Dallas have no state taxes.
All right, so look, the chat said they want to ask another question real quick. Since Parsons is coming back, do you think Dak Prescott casket presentation will be the tribute video that's going to be going on at halftime after Parsons get done with him?
I could speak to this, right? I could speak to this.
Yes, Richie.
Because 2013, we have the incident go down in Miami. I'm out of the league 2014. 2015, I signed with the Buffalo Bills. In the division with the Miami Dolphins.
Yep.
And all my brothers are still in that locker room. I love the guys in Miami. Pouncey, my guys. Dan Campbell's on the staff down there. But come 2015, we played in Miami, second or third game of the year. I wanted to fuck them up. I wanted to fuck them up. I wanted to bury them. I wanted them every single play to know they made a mistake. Fourth quarter, coming down the stretch, we're beating that ass. They suck.
I like this, Richie.
That ass.
Hey, Richie, you ever been in a fight?
Beat that ass, right? And we run one back power. I come around, bam! I hit that Mike linebacker. He goes stumbling back. Carlos Williams. He hits his head on the fucking goalpost. That's what I want to see out of Micah. That's what I'm excited to see out of Micah, right? Like, I'm excited to see the fire. I'm excited to see that.
Oh, it's going to be there.
Oh, it's going to be there, right? He's going to be juiced up, and I know he's going to take down Dak.
But so question is, we all understand that's how he's going to be, but we're going to find out how he operates in that manner. Right. Because my experience and what happened is, Tampa and I parted ways. We played in week 2 on Thursday Night Football, and the media built it up to be more than it was. But I played right into it, and I played in the game, and I tried to not talk to my former teammates before and be angry and be upset when I played. And I played decent, but not up to my caliber. We played them again in London, and I played like me. I approached the game and said, I went and hugged the owners. I went and hugged the GM. Me and the GM, we had an issue. Me and Jason Light had an issue. We worked out our issue. I went to my former teammates before the game, and we hugged and all this, and I played like I play, which is free and having a good time. I had 2.5 sacks. So we'll find out. I understand he's going to be juiced up, and we're going to find out if he plays well like that. Because when you try and force the issue, a lot of times that's when things don't happen. Because I'm trying to make it instead of just being Micah Parsons. But here's my last thing. So you talk about a casket for Dak.
Yeah.
You said that's what you want to see from Micah.
Yes.
Cowboys O-line is, I just want to be petty for a second. Micah is saying, he said it would be painful to hit Dak. Right? He said
it'd be painful. No,
it's going to be painful because Dak is my guy and all this.
He said that.
So he's basically telling you this is going to happen.
This is going to hurt.
Like, I'm letting y'all know this is happening. Dallas O-line, hey, don't listen to Gerald. Don't listen, but it sounds like he calling y'all weak. It sounds like he said there's nothing y'all can do to stop this, and when it happens, it's going to happen. Ooh. I don't know. This is how I think I'm going to feel when it happens. He ain't said if. He ain't said if one time. Not one time. So all I'm saying, Skip, want them to have some type of motivation and all this. And like, sound like he calling y'all hoes to me. Because he's saying this is going to happen. And I don't know, O-line. This is y'all's quarterback. This is y'all's franchise. He's telling y'all, I'm getting to the quarterback and there's nothing you can do about it. It's about what I do after it happens. I don't know. That could be me being petty, but that's what it sounded like.
You have misinterpreted the word painful.
No. He's saying it right, Skip. I'm going to read it to you. It's going to be painful to play against Dak. First.
Against Dak. What's the next line? What's the next line?
And the Cowboys.
No, what's the next line?
That was the next line. It's going to be painful to play against the Cowboys.
Dak is my guy.
That's my guy. Because my guy. So I'm playing against my guy.
When I first saw the headline, I thought, Akib was right, because we had gone back and forth that day about, you said he's going to inflict pain. He's going to draw blood on Dak Prescott. Basically, that's what you were saying, right?
In Skip words, yep.
Okay. In your words.
But I mean, in my words, relayed by Skip.
It's going
gentrified.
It's going to be painful because of what I told you. It's going to be painful to have to play against a guy I love.
Yes.
Micah Parsons has not 1 ounce of Richie Incognito in him. Everything that you just detailed about your game against Miami, he doesn't have any of that. That's cold-blooded killer. I told you that day. Micah doesn't have this. He's like, God, do I have to go through this? I love Dallas. He talked yesterday. I love the Cowboy fans. I think they love me. He's going to be a little off balance about, I don't think he wants to go in and inflict pain. Right. I think he's going to hurt over the fact that he's no longer on America's team and that he has to play against a quarterback who was his mentor and his big brother.
Well, yeah.
You heard of Bobby Boucher?
Yeah.
You heard it? Yeah. He sounded weak until he started screaming after that goddamn quarterback.
Until they started talking about that water, right? That water. No, I think Skip, when he said it, he just was a trained athlete.
That's
You know what I'm
media
saying?
talk.
He just media talk it out. I don't want to give him no bulletin board material. Them are my guys. It's gonna be painful to play against Dak and my Cowboy brothers.
Yeah.
But if you think Micah Parsons was the first round pick, a Penn State full scholarship, everything that he's accomplished to this point. If you think Parsons ain't no cold-blooded killer,
Oh yeah,
you are crazy.
He is the ultimate competitor. That dude
Man,
trying
he's
to
the
score
Ultimate
wrestles.
competitor?
Yes.
He is.
How did
He
I
wanna
watch
win
4
every
playoff
game.
games with 1
But that's the
sack?
thing, Skip.
That's your Dallas defense.
You see
Look at
him
him
in the
now.
playoffs. He had them high-ranked in sacks and takeaways. He's a direct
He's the ultimate
result
competitor. He's
of
an
that. You know what I'm
ultimate
saying?
competitor. He
Last
is.
2024, the whole defense was hurt.
Oh.
You can't
Here's the
watch that
underrated
year.
element, too.
Hold on, you take out that year, bro. That's a good defense. They up there in sacks. They in the playoffs every year. What else can he do?
You take
now the quarterback. Once you get to the playoffs, now the quarterback got to crank his game up. I mean, Parsons do too, but the quarterback got to crank his game up to get a win. Everybody do.
Here's the underrated element that we haven't mentioned that you could attest to, and I'm sure you can. When you went back, or they came to y'all went back.
We went down to Miami, yeah.
When you felt like that, did you keep that internal or your teammates knew?
No, I had the boys hyped
Okay,
up.
stop there. When you came back and played Tampa or wherever, did your teammates know, like, hey, yeah, I'm getting 2 off of them today, or like, this is one of them?
Shit, the media knew. I probably was talking shit in the media.
Okay, when we would get ready to play Tampa, my boys knew we playing Tampa. This is one of them. Let's do this. That's where a lot of people are not thinking about.
Yeah.
That Packers D-line know that they're going back to that, and they going to be like, we got to get our guy one.
Yeah, we finna
We
get you
got
one.
to get him one.
Got him.
We got to get him one, because, like, if you've ever been in that situation, and I had squashed every issue I had with Tampa when we played them. That's why I said I didn't play well when it was like, I never played well like that. But you always still want to get your former team, and your teammates know that.
Yep.
Yes.
So they're going to put him in position to make sure, like, just to get, even if it's like they scrambling, he chased Dak down and he just, shoestring tackle him. Getting a sack on your former team is, and then he can do it. I don't know if you ever been in Jerry's world where you turn around, do all this. You can point to the sideline and do all, like, but you got to get one.
Yeah, Jeff know that too.
Yeah.
Jeff gonna scheme it up for Parsons to be with that backup
Now
right
you're
guard.
on first-name basis with the Green Bay defensive coordinator,
I
right?
told you it was my coach.
Seriously.
That's my
It was his
guy.
coach. The Green Bay,
That was
you got
my
on
coach.
Green
That
Bay
was one of my-
freaking socks.
That was one of my coaches.
Hey, you
I
heard
know.
Skip today.
I'm just a cheesehead for the day.
I know.
Skip. That's
For
it.
the day?
Can I ask y'all
for the
I was
day.
just going to ask y'all a question, right? Since Michael's gone, where's Dallas defense ranked right now?
Last.
Okay.
Last.
So we know what it
Second
looks
to last.
We know what it looks like when he's not there. Okay. All right, let's move on.
All right, yeah. Let's ask this man, the win in the number 1 jersey. How bad does it get? I want to know a score, and I want to know, does Mike have 4 or 5 sacks?
Damn, Skip.
Well, seriously.
I think he got 2 sacks. I think he get 2 sacks.
Y'all heard that O-line?
Yeah, I think
Mike
he get 2 sacks.
He getting 2 sacks. That's what they say.
I feel like
right.
he get 2 sacks. I feel
And?
like the Packers come in, overpower them boys, 27-17.
That's all?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a
overpower.
fairly close game.
It's the NFL, no? You know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
ain't-
That's a blowout.
I mean, the real
in the
question is,
NFL.
how long do you think Dax will play the whole game?
Do I think he'll be upright the whole game?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. I think
Hey,
he'll be
I think
celebrating.
Rashawn Gary get 2 sacks too.
That's the one. That's
I think
the X
Rashawn Gary
factor.
get 2 sacks.
Yeah,
But Gerald
All
Gary,
attention
yeah.
on him over
Yes.
there.
Yeah.
Watch Rashawn
So
Gary.
he about to get hammered then.
And
Oh,
Van Ness will
day.
get a sack, and Edgerrin Cooper will have a sack.
So they about to
and-
Pac-Man this man.
Right?
There's way
Quay
more,
Walker
there's
will
way
have
more
a sack.
talent. There's way more pass rushers. There's way more studs up front in
And
Green
no
Bay.
CD.
And they're going to
And no CD.
Everybody
Exactly.
And
Everybody-
no CD.
Exactly.
No CD means
CD means-
we could blitz more and play a lot more man.
That means hold
Lean
the ball.
that safety towards Pickens.
Oh, they about
means
Double
hold
George.
the ball.
Hey,
Yes.
hey, lean that safety towards Pickens, blitz the hell out of him, play a little bit more man.
Welcome to county jail.
Yeah.
You're about to get DP'd.
What's the score, Gerald?
What's the score?
Yeah.
30-17. 30-17 Packers.
That sounds
I'm gonna go 31-10.
Damn.
I think Green Bay coming off that Cleveland game.
13. Yeah, I give him 13.
13.
31.
But
Yeah, that's a good.
my
score.
man back there, the Cleveland Brown fan, yes, sir. But I think Cleveland stymied Love and the Packers, and I think they're going to come out with a great game plan and get after that defense.
Versus this defense.
I think they're going to eat.
Okay. All right. So we ready to move
What
on?
you got? No, heck no. I haven't even started yet.
Come on, Gil, put your foot down.
Okay. All right.
Who are you picking? I need to know. I need to make it 4 for 4 like you
listen,
want.
I'm just subbing in for Kingsley right now, okay?
Okay.
That's all I'm doing.
Wait, you
Right? So,
got the Cowboys?
I haven't spoken
he
yet.
had the Cowboys winning every goddamn week.
I do not.
Right? So,
He got him winning this week.
yeah, of
Well,
course.
I'd love to hear.
I got 31-13.
To 2.
Yeah,
I got one accidental touchdown.
How
and
many
then
sacks?
And then two
Micah. You got
two punts.
you got 6 sacks or 7?
For Micah?
Yeah.
1.5, 2 maybe. I mean,
great
I'm
day,
pretty sure he's gonna get hit a lot by everybody across the board.
And you don't
He's
think
gonna be ping pong.
and you don't think Dak will make it through the game healthy?
Skip
Right?
like to put words in your mouth.
No,
I'm
no,
not-
Skip gonna put the words in your
listen,
mouth.
I think there's gonna be a video, and I don't think it's gonna be a Parsons video. I think it's just gonna be.
All right, Skip, let's hear it, baby.
All right. All 4 of you are almost certainly right. You're 99.9999999% right
Oh, okay.
because
That's all I need.
everybody in the media, thank you.
Okay.
Everybody in the media that I have paid attention to has this a wipeout, a blowout, a lights out for the Dallas Cowboys and their whole season. This is going to be the end for Jerry and the Cowboys because, to your point, no CD, no hope. The Green Bay Packers are 6-0 at Jerry World. I give you that. They've won 10 of the last 11 against the Dallas Cowboys. I give you that. They have haunted me my whole Cowboy-loving life back to the Ice Bowl, into the Dez Cauditt game, into down 27 to freaking nothing in a home playoff game as the 2 seed against the 7-seeded Packers, who embarrassed us, annihilated us, and humiliated us in our building when I least expected it because I really believed in that team. But I do believe in this team on this day. Because of all the things that you're talking about, the Cowboys are going to rise up and pride up for one day, and you can call it a college rah-rah kind of upset, but they're going to play over their helmets because they're going to be sick and tired of hearing that they ain't got no shot without Micah against Micah Parsons. No shot. And at some point, that defense is better than it's played. And you can laugh at me if you want, but in the second half, against the defending champs at Philly, and you could say this is about the Eagles.
The Lightning game?
It was the Lightning game. It took a 58-yard field goal for Philly to score 3 in the second half against my defense because there is talent out there. Deron Bland is going to play, and that will help, I think, a whole lot. And you can laugh at this because Jerry's been talking it up, but Jadeveon Clowney is going to play.
He'll help.
He's 32 years of age, going into his 12th football season. It's a long time, but for a fairly young man. 32 to me is not completely, like Von is 36, Von Miller, and I think they're still getting a little pop from him here and there. I believe, as Jerry was saying, that he can pressure the quarterback. And then Jerry made a very interesting quote, which I interpreted as a shot at Micah. He said, he can also defend the run. Well, that was Jerry's big message on the night that he and Micah parted was, we just don't think he can play the run. You say he's been graded high against the run because he's been on his best behavior in Green Bay so far. But over time, I think he will get exposed as he doesn't care about playing against the run. He just cares about getting to the quarterback. Fine. They will run at him because we got one thing going for us. Javonte Williams has been, dare I say, a revelation for us. I didn't see this coming, but he's third. They're third in the league in yards per carry. I mean, that'll work. So you don't think they're going to say wherever one is, we're going to attack one? Mm-hmm. So I love it that you wore that jersey because you will be under fire from the Cowboy run game. whoever it is, they're going to come. It might be Miles Sanders. They're going to come after you. But in that locker room before that game, I believe this team will have, this is my favorite expression from Coach Popovich, if I can go back to your sport. He talked about having the appropriate fear. And it means that you're scared to death you're going to get embarrassed. And you guys have been there where you've been overmatched and you're about to walk on the field and you say, damn, we got to suck it up now. If we don't, we're literally going to get run off this field, blown off this field. And I think they will play emotionally and hyper-focused just to avoid embarrassment. So I can't even explain how it's going to happen, but I just believe that they'll hang in, and Dak has been playing at a pretty high level. I've liked the way he's handled himself so far. And George Pickens, as you said, he's going to get triple coverage because they're going to say, we got to take him away. But Turpin, Jake Ferguson, you can flip it to the backs. There are ways you can do this and just hang in the game the way you did at Philadelphia. I came in here and predicted they would pull one off at Philadelphia, and if CD hadn't dropped 4 balls, including 2 deep balls in the fourth quarter, they win that game. And you say, oh, you don't know that. I do know that. Those were huge drops by, to me, the best receiver in pro football. So, again, they don't have him, but maybe it's one of those. It's going back to, I go all the way back to Dick Motta. You probably don't remember him coaching the Dallas Mavericks, and it's the wounded tiger theory that they had in the NBA, where you're down 2 or 3 players, and all of a sudden you get shocked by this team because they play way up because they know with the appropriate fear that they don't have a chance unless they just suck it up and pull off what could be the upset of the century here, because this has become, for everybody in the media, not just the lock of the year, it's the lock of the century. Well, I'm going to predict the upset of the century. I say Dallas figures out how to pull it out 28-27 at the wire.
They need to play that on the Jumbotron for the game. That'd be great for them, Skip.
That's inspiration right there.
Yeah.
Skip, you are a phenomenal writer and media member, and you're a legend in your own right. But I'm here to tell you.
Yeah.
Man, Green Bay don't care about none of that you just said, man. If you better, you just better. They're just a better team, man. All that, I done been in them locker rooms where you just not the better team, and it's like, man, come on, fellas, we can do this, and then you look at this score, and it's 31-13, or it's 30-10.
I was saying half. I was saying at the half. I was saying at the half. But
I understand that sounded good, and that was incredible inspiration from a fan, which is short for fanatic, and it's
Agreed.
You are a true fan. That's how
I am a fanatic.
Fans should be.
Since I was 10 years old.
I don't care how bad it look. I'm with us, and I love that. I'm talking about from the guys in that locker room, because let me tell you something. Everybody crowned the Green Bay Packers the best team in football after 2 weeks, and then they went on the road and got embarrassed.
But somebody got
talking about. You said Dallas don't want to get embarrassed. We've been laughing at them for a month. Green Bay is supposed to be the team that was supposed to be Super Bowl team, and they went and got embarrassed. You think they want to come on Sunday night where everybody's watching and lose to the Cowboys?
Okay, but I loved it that Green Bay lost because all of a sudden the honeymoon was over for Micah. Oh, we're not riding the Micah magic carpet anymore. Oh, we're human with Micah Parsons. We're not invincible. I think there's a little creeping doubt in their mind of, wait a second, we just lost to the Cleveland Browns. So I like that because Dak is better than Jordan Love. And Jordan Love's got to be thinking, damn, I threw a stupid pick that cost us the game.
You know what they realized? They realized that this is the National Football League and the moniker Any Given Sunday is real.
It is.
It doesn't matter if we are the better team. Any given Sunday, it's only a few plays. Everybody said Jordan Love made one mistake. Well, that one mistake cost him the game.
It did.
That's the league you play in. So it doesn't matter if you're the better team. You go out there on Sunday BS and then forget that these are the best coaches and players in the world and anything can happen. So they know, like, we can't let this slip again. So, the Cowboys, man, but the Packers are feeling the same way. And they know they're the better team, and they got a point to prove that last week was an anomaly. We are still who everybody believes we are. We're gonna show them.
So which is it, on any given Sunday, or the Packers are just way, way, way better?
Then the Cowboys.
They way.
The chat agrees. 100% says Packers going to win. So let's go to another.
Love it.
To another
Talk.
big game. No, I just made that up. But I just made that up. All right, so we're gonna move on.